Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Andrea, but you can call me Andy. If you've not already picked up, I am a Jamaican, born and raised in Kingston, and I recently migrated to Canada. I came here for studies in 2018, and now I am a permanent resident, and I would like to share my journey with you guys. In part one of this many-part series, I talked about how I did it. So if you would like to know how I did it without actually finishing school, guys, important to add, please go back and watch that video, guys. There are lots of resources linked down below in the description for that video. So let's get right into it, guys, into part two. In part two here of this video, I would like to talk to you guys about some of the things that really shook me, that came as a culture shock to me when I came to Canada. Guys. So if I had a video like this, because in all of the research that I did, none of those things prepared me for some of the things that I experienced coming here. Like, I did so much research before I came, even to this province, to this city that I'm living in. Like, it just couldn't prepare me for it. One of the things that shook me was the cost of living, and how much I had to pay for rent, how much I had to pay for food, and how it seemed like it was hard to access some things. But I realized that I just needed to calm down and do some more reading, and I did that, and it worked out marvelously for me. And I realized that a lot of people who I came here and actually saw, they didn't know some of the things that I found out, and I wanted to just share some of those things with you guys so that you guys can be better prepared for your journey in transitioning to Canada. So the first thing I want you guys to look out for that really shook me was the weather, right? It sounds trivial and a lot of people talk about this, but I want you guys to prepare for the weather. You're coming from Jamaica. If you're coming in the summertime, you're coming into Jamaican weather, basically. So it's gonna be warm. So walk with all of your Jamaican clothing, because you're gonna need them, so that you can work and save up your money for your winter stuff, right? So come prepared that it's going to be hot. If you're coming to like British Columbia, I think it honestly think it gets warm everywhere in Canada like that, to be honest with you, because I watch the news, I watch the weather, and I see that all of these different provinces are rocking up all of these high temperatures in the summertime. So prepare for that, guys. I know a lot of people think that Canada is just a cold place, and I was of that impression that Canada is just a cold place, and I never expected it to be this hot in the summertime. So be prepared for that, guys. Another thing that is very important that shook me was some of the things that happens in the workplace in Canada. Now, like the service industry, I work in the service industry. If you are used to working in the service industry, like banking, hotel, supermarkets, places like that in Jamaica, in industries like that, there are some things that happens that in Jamaica that doesn't happen here. Like, take for example, one of the things that shook me when I came was the fact that I had to stand for all of the 7.5 hours that I'm paid for, right, while working at front desk at a hotel, right? That doesn't happen in Jamaica. I think we do have stools, we have our high chairs that we can sit on and work if we want to. If we want to stand and work, we have that option, right? We don't have that option. Talking about the workplace, guys, another thing to expect is that you don't actually get paid breaks, paid lunch breaks. Some companies will actually pay you for 15 minutes break, so you'll get like a 15 minutes break. They call it like a coffee break, so you'll get paid for those. But your half an hour lunchtime, yes guys, you get half an hour for your lunch break. I don't know anywhere in Canada any company that actually gives you a full hour of lunch break. So that in and of itself, guys, changes the way how you eat. So I found that many Jamaicans will come here and their eating habits have changed, because we always eat those rice and peas and fried chicken for lunch and curry goat and all of that. We don't really do that unless we packed our own lunches and we take it to work, because really and truly you won't have enough time to go out and buy anything, right? And when it's super cold, you really don't want to go out anyways. You just want to go in your little lunchroom and warm up your food, or eat your little sandwich, because that's what most people eat in Canada, which I think promotes a healthier lifestyle, because I have lost lots of weight since I've been here. I've gained some weight now because I'm coming from Jamaica. So I lost quite a few. I lost like 22 pounds when I just came to Canada, because it changed my eating habits. So that's one of the things that's different in the working environment, guys. It's the actual fact that you don't get a paid lunch break, and the amount of time that you get to actually have lunch. So another thing that I want to talk about, which is much more different from Jamaica, is the opportunity that is here in Canada. From my experience, guys, this is my experience. I have seen that it's easier to do whatever you want to do with your life here in Canada. So if you want to start a business, you can start a business. A side hustle, you can start a side hustle. And if you see a job and you like it, you think this job suits you, you can apply for that job. I guarantee you that you probably will get a call back if your resume is well put together and you're a fit for that job. Because I found that it's not necessarily that you have to know people here to do something with your life. And I love that about Canada, that I have actually had recruiters reaching out to me to say, hey, I like your resume. Are you interested in this position, right? So if I would encourage you guys to, when you get here, even before you get here, put your resume on the site called indeed.ca, and you can also set up your LinkedIn profile, and people actually will reach out to you on either one of those profiles, right? That has been my experience. Of course, Indeed is a platform where you can apply for many jobs, right? So that in and of itself, guys, I think it's a good thing. It's a plus for Canada. Yeah, I think those are good things about the working environment in Canada. Another thing that I want you guys to prepare your mind for is how relaxed the working environment is in Canada in terms of the dress code. So super productive environment, but the dress code can be very relaxed. So like now in the summer, you will have people wearing shorts to work, and you will have people wearing sandals to work. In our Jamaican culture, that's a no-no. I've been on interviews and I've seen other candidates coming in like just a jeans pants and a t-shirt. And I mean, I know it's like for a Walmart job, but I'm like, I'm still gonna dress good, right? So like I found that people will come, very relaxed for interviews, and actually showing up to work that way. I have still maintained my my Jamaicanness, so to speak, in terms of how I dress at work, because I think that's a plus for Jamaica. It's like twofold, because I think on one hand it's good that they're not looking necessarily at what you're wearing, but more so what you're doing, the output, what you're capable of. But on the other hand, because I'm a Jamaican, I think that's also important, because how you look, the first impression that people get of you is, what are you looking like, right? That's what I learned in school. I learned that at home. How you put yourself together, that's the first impression that people will get of you. Not to say that people come to work looking like scrubs, but like, all in all, it's a very relaxed environment here in Canada. Another thing that I was taken aback by, guys, is the cost of living. As I mentioned previously, the cost of living is very high here in Canada, but because Canada has so many programs, government programs that you can take advantage of, you can offset some of those costs by, say if you have children, you have the Canadian child benefits that you can get to supplement your income, so that you can be better able to survive and meet those living expenses, right? So the cost of living is very high here, but you can look at different provinces such as like Alberta. The cost of living is cheaper there. It's a little bit colder, but like I said, if you are prepared, you can manage the weather there, guys. So one of the things that I've not come to terms with Canada, and as it relates to the cost of living, is the amount that it costs for child care. And that was one of the reasons that I was pushed to start my own business, is because when I had my baby, after the 1 year maternity leave, yes guys, you can choose to be home for 1 year or 18 months on your maternity leave. I took 18 months, so, and you practically get a portion of what your salary was while you are on maternity leave. But at the end of that maternity leave, it's very difficult to get your child into daycare. So please guys, prepare your mind. If you're coming to have children, prepare for that. Is that Canada is, and the daycare system where I'm living in British Columbia, right, is super expensive. We're looking at a cost of like $1,400 for daycare for a baby per month, right? And I think that's ridiculously high. But don't be disheartened, because they are looking into implementing a new program. I think some provinces like Edmonton, Alberta, you know, city of Edmonton, they have actually implemented a $10 daycare system, $10 per day daycare system, where so childcare can now become much more affordable for your family. I mean, of course, these programs usually have like an income requirement, and so you have to like meet, you know, those requirements in order to benefit from it. I found that Canada has like a middle class kind of benefit system, meaning that you have to stay middle class so that you can actually take advantage of some of the benefits, guys. So those are some of the major things that I think really shook me when I came to Canada. I hope I've not left out anything. Of course, I cannot finish this video without talking about the food, guys. The food is absolute rubbish here. I still eat Jamaican. I still manage to get some of the items that I get from home from time to time. I will see my Scotch bonnet pepper in the supermarket, but all in all, I have to learn to substitute, right? Sometimes we have some things that we think that we can't go without in our life, but you can't do without it, guys. So I have learned to substitute. So instead of using Scotch bonnet, sometimes I use habanero. That's a good substitute for the pepper. It's not as flavorful, but it is equally as spicy, guys. So all in all, guys, those are some of the things that I have, you know, learned from being here, some of the things that I've observed. Please, if this video has been helpful for you in terms of, you know, giving you some more insight into what to expect when you come to Canada as a Jamaican, or, you know, anywhere at all from the world, around the world that you're watching this video from, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and of course subscribe to my channel, please, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Andrea, and I will be back with lots more videos about my experience in Canada. I'm living in a city called Kelowna, and the next video that I do, I'll be giving you guys a tour of the beautiful views in Kelowna this fall, guys. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.